Coach, I think we asked this last week too. Coming off a loss, what have you seen from the energy in practice the last 2 days?
Well, I think it's been good, but we're always fighting for consistency. I thought Monday we really locked in and focused. I thought Tuesday we had one of our best practices of the year. Today you introduced crowd noise, kind of Wednesday a little colder. We gotta maintain a standard, and that's what I said right here. Right, average can't be part of anything that you do, and you got to crave accountability to it. So if the guy next to you isn't living to the standard, we got to call it out. And I think that was big. I thought we had a good finish, though. Offense did a good job with the crowd noise. We're preparing for everything to make sure that we're ready to execute.
Just kind of looking at some of the film, I was talking to Alex Brink, actually, and he said it's not so much the rush 3 drop 8 as it is just kind of the man coverage with a spy over the middle. Have you kind of seen that's a mix of both that's kind of giving you guys some troubles offensively?
Yeah, I mean, the drop 8s, you can look at it a lot of different ways, but they're taking away the quick game. Okay, so what they're doing is dropping, taking away the quick game, and that's a big part of what we do. And then now you're different, layers and leveling and all that type of stuff that goes into it. And then it allows kind of the protection maybe to break down a little bit more and get Cam scrambling around. So, you got to put someone on Cam. I think he's electric in what he does. And then they're pick and choosing their spots to bring a ton of pressure. So I think it's a mix of a bunch of different things.
Coach Brown talked last week the DBs have this Madden hands rating system. I was asking Jackson about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that?
I don't. But I don't know how many of them would rate. How did Jackson rate himself?
99.
Yeah, I don't know if
for
that,
catching.
I don't know. I don't know if that's accurate. If I'm being honest, the rating system might be a little flawed. We got to go back to the tape.
Who's got the best hands of the DBs? You think?
On the DBs, that's a great question. Hicks has proven it time and time again that he can really catch the ball. I think Shaw has good hands, really good hands. Yeah, but sometimes these guys got 2 left feet, so I'm not going to mention those guys.
Does with the crowd noise, I'm curious, does anybody you guys are right in the middle of campus here, does anybody ever ask you hey man, what's going on with all
Yeah,
this crowd noise?
I try to get some noise ordinances every once in a while. It's good. They come around just to keep us honest, but no, it's good. It plays up on the walkway too a little bit on the other side, so I think the students are like, what's happening? But it's good. It's what's needed. We wait till the last part of the day so it doesn't wake anybody up.
What have you seen out of Oregon's defensive line of their pass rush? You have to kind of be...
Well, I just think Oregon in general has a challenge. Most efficient offense in the country, right? Best points per possession. And then defensively, just up front, they just keep rotating in. It isn't like, let's chip one guy. And Dorless has been a problem for literally the last 3 years, and he's big and physical, but they just keep rotating guys in and keep attacking you. So you got to be sound. You got to build in max protections and give yourselves opportunity to take the ball down the field. And we just got to be efficient, And whenever they do pressure, which they've been more aggressive this year, we got to try to take advantage of it. So it's a rotating door there, and boy, like I said, they play about 15 guys.
It seems like when you guys have sensed, or maybe it's Ben, has sensed they're going to send somebody off the corner, you guys will send Nakia out for just a quick little whatever kind of route. Are you involved in that, or kind of what do you see in that defenses that when?
Yeah, we've done a good job. It's our mesh combination, and we use the tailbacks in a lot of different ways, and it's really good in man situations. So we try to find man situations where linebacker has them, and we can create different types of rubs. That's why you've seen Nakia. The UCLA one was just kind of a zero pressure, and the guy lost him. So it's really good in man situations to make sure we're keeping them honest with the tailback.
I don't even know how much you know about this, but David Gusta has been to all these bazillion other countries in the world, Malaysia and Tokyo and whatnot. Do you know about that, or kind of what do you make of all that?
Well, I know he went. I'm trying to think where he went last, but he went somewhere in our May break. He's very worldly. He's a deep thinker. But it's good, though. You get to learn that these guys are more than just football players, and they got other interests. And David's one of those guys, and it makes him who he is.
Just any quick update with Coop and anyone else kind of for the week?
Well, we're feeling good with Coop. Excited about what he's given us through the first 2 days. I think he almost, not that we just held him back a little bit at the end, but he made it through. Lincoln's been good. Other than that, we feel pretty confident in what we're putting out there.
You mentioned Brandon Dorless. I don't know if you saw this. I think it was yesterday. He said Cam's the most annoying quarterback he's played against because of how much he scrambles. How do you maybe make sure that he remains annoying to Dorless in the Oregon defense?
Well, I just think Cam does things that, you can't coach or teach, and B, sometimes it makes you a little nervous, but it kind of always works out a little bit. So you got to make sure he's playing fast and free, and he's confident to do what he does there. But Cam's 220 pounds. He's hard to bring down. Just need that better ball security in the pocket. And, the last couple games we haven't made big enough plays off of those kind of off-script plays that Cam's capable of doing. So we did that a ton last year to move the chains, if you remember. So we got to make sure we have the ability to do that.
What percentage is Lincoln at health-wise, and like what does he give you even if he's not 100%?
Well, I think you saw last week, maybe he was 85 to 90 and you got 20 plays in and just feel like he was at a different speed out there. I mean that. When he comes in the game, he raises the level of everybody else around him. Yeah, I bet he's in that 90 to 95, we hope. I think he's had 2 really good days of practice, finished all the way through in the red zone area today. So I think we'll get him by Saturday really close to where he's at, but not quite 100%.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, go Cougs.